Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 80 of Gains, and this one is titled Cuddle's Triumph. Yeah, well, you have to do mine, Bakugo grunted. Sit down, homework's getting done now. Now? You asked with disappointment. Seriously? Yes, now sit down, he commanded, and you looked over at the bed. Can we sit over there? You asked. I want to have cuddles. At hearing the word cuddles, you knew that they were both all in, so you got yourself something to lean on so you could actually do your homework, and a pen. Then you got onto the bed. Kiri was the first to get in behind you, so you sat in his lap while Bakugo sat beside you to help you with your homework. Because Kiri didn't need to be listening in, his hands started to wander a little. At first he just had them around your waist, and then he let them slide to your side and rest on your hips as he sat back a bit to look at you from the back. His eyes were drawn to the back of your neck, where he could see your soft skin, and he started to lean forwards with the intent of placing a small kiss there, but a sudden death glance from Bakugo stopped him. The blonde could feel that the red-headed rival was starting to get a little too into the moment, and he was starting to feel jealous that he couldn't be doing the same. Oi, dumb hair, he grunted, after he had helped you with a question. You take over. I want her in my lap. I'm not shifting anywhere until you be nice, mister, you chided your blonde boyfriend with a little tap of the pen to the end of his nose. His eyes shifted back to you. Just looking at you took the bite out of his words. Fine, E, he said. Much better, you said with a smile. Okay, I'm coming over, here comes the Heffalump, you joked. Your joke being met by Bakugo, who just grabbed you and literally almost lifted you off Kiri's lap and sat you down in his. You're a featherweight, he rasped into your left ear, his nose and lips pressing into the side of your neck. You could feel your whole left side had turned to putty now, goosebumps running down your left arm. Bakugo noticed your reaction and smirked. I've got her where I want her, he thought, as he let his hands sit on your hips, fingers digging in slightly. You had a very hard time concentrating as Kiri then very sweetly tried to get you to answer the next question. I'm sorry, what? You asked as Bakugo's hands slipped to the tops of your thighs. I said, when working out quirk maximum, you times your heart rate by hertz and +2, and then that will give you the... Kiri said, watching you stare into his eyes blankly. He could tell you weren't there. Yin? He asked. You blinked a few times and then came back to the present. Sorry, what? You asked again. Sorry, I can't... Katsuki, can you stop touching me like that? I really can't concentrate, you chided the man behind you. Like what? He asked, his lips glossing over the exposed part of the back of your neck. That, you stated. Bro, that's not fair. You know I wanted to do that, but the look you gave me stopped me, Kiri pouted. Guys, you begged, squealing when Kiri knelt up and leant over, pressing his lips to the side of your neck. Back off, this is my area, Bakugo growled. Guys, this is actually my body, you said pointedly. It's mine, Bakugo rasped, one of his hands slipping to the front of your hips so he could pull your body back into his a bit more. I want to turn too, Kiri pouted. Okay, you said, fighting to get off Bakugo's lap, then off the bed so you could stand and tell them off. Listen, I really like the two of you, but you're making it hard for me to concentrate on homework, and if you don't stop, I... As you spoke, you could feel your body suddenly becoming weak, and your arms felt very heavy. Then the room started to close in on you, and darkness started to creep into the outskirts of your vision. Suddenly, two sets of strong arms grabbed you, and you were laid down on the bed again. Raise her legs, you heard Kiri command, and Bakugo replied with his usual don't tell me what to do line. Yin, are you okay? Kiri asked gently, and you looked around to locate him. You hummed in an airy voice. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what happened. You passed out, Bakugo growled. Have you eaten today? You shook your head slowly. No, I've been in bed all day, you admitted. Idiot, Bakugo grunted. That's not good at all, Yin. You need to eat, especially now since your body's trying to recover, Kiri said with a worried look on his face. You nodded your head, but how are you supposed to do that? If you stood up, you're going to pass out. How are you going to make dinner? Stay here, Bakugo snapped, marching to your door. Wait, Kat, where are you going? You asked with concern. To make us all dinner, idiot. Just lie there and don't move, he commanded. E, don't let her get up. I'm on it, Kiri replied with a thumbs up as the blonde left the room. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just keep making trouble for you guys, you sighed sadly. Don't say that, Kiri replied gently, placing a hand on your arm. We care about you, and we want to help you. You're not a bother, I promise. You smiled up wearily into his eyes, and you both looked at each other lovingly for a while. During that time you wondered what it would be like to kiss Kiri, and then remembered what had almost happened in Bakugo's room. Hey, E? You asked gently. Would you be open to kissing? I'm sorry if that's a weird thing to ask, but Bakugo wanted to kiss me, and I wanted to make sure that we're all on the same page. Kiri blushed heavily as soon as you asked the question, and reached a hand to his face to cover his cheeks and nose a little. Yeah, I would like that, but I don't want to rush you. I mean, we don't have to kiss right now, but... He stammered. We'll have to work it out with Katsuki too, though. When he comes back, we can talk about it. You said. Okay, that sounds good, he replied with a smile. 20 minutes later, Bakugo was knocking on the door with a tray of food for you all. He had made 3 bowls of ramen and some other delicious-looking morsels on the side, and your mouth started watering like crazy. Oh, this looks so good, you said as you sat up a little. Don't overdo it, Yin, Kiri warned, helping to support you. You hold her and I'll feed her, Bakugo commanded, getting a huge helping of noodles around his fork and lifting it up to your mouth. I get the feeling it's going to be more like a force feeding by Bakugo. Anyway, stay tuned for chapter 81 coming tomorrow. I'll see you then.